Donald Trump previously talked about not wanting to debate Vice President Kamala Harris. When she was in Atlanta on Wednesday, she was like, yo, say it to my face. September 10th, she says, yo, I'm going to be there for the ABC debate. So he gave an interview where he's talked again about not needing to debate her. Roll it.
Not doing the debate. That's the same thing they'll say now. I mean, right now I say, why should I do a debate? I'm leading in the polls. And everybody knows her. Everybody knows me. She wants to say, oh, Trump's.
Everyone knows him, really? So the Harris campaign released this statement. I love this. Donald Trump needs to man up. He's got no problem spreading lies and hateful garbage at his rallies or in interviews with right-wing commentators, but he apparently is too scared to do it standing across the stage from the Vice President of the United States. Since he talks the talk, he should walk the walk and, as Vice President Harris said earlier this week, say it to her face on September 10th, she'll be there waiting to see if he'll show up. That's the kind of statement I like to hear, Michael. Fire back and smack that ass.
Fire back, smack that ass, call him out, punk him out, tell him show up, because Trump is scared. Trump knows he will be eviscerated by this prosecutor. Criminals are afraid of prosecutors. And what she should do on the debate stage, if he does show up, is bring up the fact he still hasn't released his taxes either. How mainstream media is not talking about that? I don't even understand that. In 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, he still hasn't released his taxes. What type of criminal enterprise are you running, Donald? Oh, I'm sorry, you were found liable for committing fraud with your businesses in the state of New York, and you have to pay a $454 million fine. So this is playing out the way I thought it was, and Donald Trump is being, he's like the emperor that has no clothes, or he's like the wizard in the Wizard of Oz. When they pulled back the curtain, they found it was a little midget manipulating technology to make himself look like he was much bigger and more omnipotent than he actually is. Yeah, so call him out on this. And if at the debate, are they going to have fact checking at this debate, Roland, September 10th? I can't remember. Are they going to have fact checking?
Well, I hope they do a much better job than what Dana Bash and Jake Tapper did, because they did none.
Absolutely, they did none. You got to have real time fact checking. But Vice President Kamala Harris is a real time fact checker herself. She's not going to let him roll over her. She's going to stop him in his tracks and fact check him and embarrass him as well. So that's going to be must see TV if he's man enough to show up. But I don't think he's man enough. And I don't think he's man enough to show up. I think he's a little punk.
All right, let's talk about the vice president pick. Matt, you want to say something about that?
Let me first say, as a trial lawyer, he does not want to be on the other side of that stage. Right. Because I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm good at closing arguments and cross-examining people. And as a prosecutor, that's exactly what she is going to do. And the problem is, as I've said on this show many times, a lot of people are going to make their assessment on who the appropriate person is based more on pageantry than policy. And he knows that he's not going to get the benefit of the sound bites and looking like he's the shark in the room when she is there and tears him up. So that's why he's not going to show up to debate. But here's my thought on the VP pick. I think the pick will be Shapiro. I think the campaign is going to determine that the electoral votes from Pennsylvania are just too important to pass up. He is very good on TV and making the cases, and is a very well-liked governor. And Pennsylvania comprises both rural and urban areas. I think they're going to say that's a good microcosm of the country, and that he will be able to make the case across the United States. My personal pick, however, would be Andy Beshear, and the reason is I think he is a beloved governor of a red state in Mitch McConnell country, and I think they can really run heavy on how he has been successful there in Kentucky and can help her be successful to lead the entire nation in the White House. So I think it'll be Shapiro, but I think Beshear would be my pick.
Michael, what do you think?
I think it would be Josh Shapiro as well. He's former state's attorney general. He's brilliant. He's younger as well. He brings an energy with him. He can prosecute the case against Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance does not want to debate Josh Shapiro either. And just keep and for everybody who hasn't really been paying attention to this, the Trump Vance campaign already said that J.D. Vance was not going to debate Kamala Harris as well. Okay, for the VP debate. So. And he does not want to debate Josh Shapiro either. So you do have, Tim Walz out of Minnesota. He would be maybe second or third pick. He's good, the governor. He's good. Andy Beshear out of Kentucky, I think brings a different energy. But my number one pick would be Josh Shapiro. I think that's a winning ticket. And Trump is second. I'll tell you right now, Trump is regretting that he went with a MAGA rubber stamp like J.D. Vance as vice president.
Well, you know what? I get it. A lot of people are talking about Josh Shapiro. I would not discount Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear or even Pete Buttigieg, because I think one of the reasons that they are being strongly considered is their ability to communicate. And the thing here is the vice president can't be everywhere. And so when you have strong communicators who can make the argument, going on television, doing lots of different media, I think that's what's critically important. And again, you've got some very interesting choices here. The sixth person I forgot to mention earlier was Arizona Senator Mark Kelly. I would say out of the six, in terms of communicators, I'm going to put Pritzker and Kelly at the bottom. I'm going to say, in terms of effective communicators, I'm going to have Buttigieg 1, Shapiro 2. I'm going to have Beshear 3, Walz 4. Walz is the governor of Minnesota. I got Pritzker and Kelly at the bottom. What you got, Pritzker, governor of Illinois, he's a billionaire. He can spend his own money. Okay, you got that. I think it's going to be I think with Shapiro, I would not be surprised if he didn't get picked. And I'll say you've got progressives talking about how he wanted to strip the progressive DA, Larry Krasner, of some of his responsibilities. You also have you've got a lot of young voters and Muslim voters. The fact that he's Jewish, you can't ignore that reality. And you also have that sexual harassment story that they say that he helped cover up. You got that going on as well. So, you've got a lot of stuff going on with different people. Obviously, he's a huge pick. The governor of Pennsylvania, very popular. That is a crucial battleground state. But it's going to be one heck of a weekend if you are the Kamala Harris for President team as they go through their vice president picks.
Curl Prep Natural Hair Solutions at curlprep.com.
I'm in shock.
For curls, locks, braids, twists, and even those wigs and extensions. Women, men, and children are loving this line. Look at this video and you be the judge. People line up to see this product in action at hair shows, and when they take a seat and try it, they don't believe it's their hair. Buy the products at curlprep.com. It works on all hair types. Use code Roland, that's Roland, lowercase letters, to get a 15% discount. Parents, remove the ouch. You will love this system because you can comb the product through your child's hair with your fingers. It's all at curlprep.com. Use code Roland, lowercase letters, to get a 15% discount.